Another element that we consider when we are evaluating a story is the point of view. The point of view may be omniscient, third person limited, first person, or objective. And additionally, we may have a stream of consciousness point of view. When we look at each one of these, we have to consider the perspective, the kind of interpretation or commentary that the point of view can provide us, and the reliability of that point of view. When we look at the omniscient point of view, first of all, let's consider what it does. We have a narrator that knows all, that knows thoughts, feelings, reasoning of all of the characters, can move about in space and time. This point of view is unlimited. It allows the narrator to comment, to interpret, to help us as readers understand why things happen the way they do. It allows a depth and breadth of understanding. But at the same time, it can be misused if it is overused. The second is the third person limited. In it, we are limited to the perspective of one character who tells us about what happens. We are limited to what that character sees, hears, feels, or thinks. The character serves as a filter, and we see what they see, but they often interpret things for us. They may be more knowledgeable than other characters are, but they cannot enter into the minds of other characters. Again, we look at the perspective they give us, what kind of interpretation and commentary they can provide, and whether or not their filter is a reliable one. The next point of view is the first person point of view. In this one, the character tells the story from the first person perspective. They may be an observer or a participant, but they tell us using the first person pronoun. It is limited, like the third person limited point of view, because we have only one perspective, but there is interpretation, however it is indirect, because it comes through the eyes of the character. But it does give us a kind of immediacy. We are participating in the story in some way. We do have to consider the reliability of the character, whether or not this character is giving us a realistic view of what's going on. The other point of view that we consider is objective. It is a third-person point of view that is sort of like a camera. It provides no interpretation, but there is a choosing and arranging of information. But the reader must interpret that information in order to understand the ideas that are being communicated. With point of view, we look at what perspective the story is told from, and we consider how that provides us information, what it allows us to understand about the story and about what the story means.